Welcome, everybody. I'm so happy that you're able to make it today. So today I'm just going to talk to you about emails in kvCore. Instead of sending out the same boring emails, we're going to spruce them up a little bit. And yes, you can add video. Of course, you can add video. All right, so let me start off with sharing my screen and letting people in. Right, everything is popped up every which where. Let's go here, move us out the way. Perfect. All right. Can you all see the screen? Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So when you log into your kvCore, this is what it's going to look like. You're at your home page. So you're going to come over to all marketing and you're going to go to smart campaigns because we're going to create a template. So if you want to do like a monthly newsletter or something like that, you don't have to come in and rebuild it. You'll just come in and swap out the videos or the pictures. You're going to go to templates. You're going to add a template and you're going to do an email. So I am just going to put up here test, subject, test, just so you can see. But the big thing you want to do is make sure you click on advanced editor because this is how you can make it pretty.
Get on Carrie's call.
Sorry. Hey, I get distracted.
That is okay. So here is where we're going to build out our awesome email. So it's just like drop and drag. So all you're going to do, so we're going to put an image here. And then I like to put this little divider underneath. And then I'm going to browse my photo. You don't have to do it in this order. You can do it whatever order you want. This is just how my brain likes to do it. So here, let's do, I'm going to insert this one. So that's my first little page. And then like I said, I put this little divider here. You can always put text too, just under contents. You can drop in your socials there if you wanted to. So let me just show you what that would look like. You could drop your socials in. Let me put the divider back. You can pop a video in, a text, and then you can write text if you want it to say something under this. But this is my monthly newsletter, so I don't really write a lot in there. I design everything on Canva. So my next, I'm going to drop another image right under it. Let me pull my image. So here you can upload any image that you want from your computer. So if you make whatever in Canva, wherever it's at, you can upload it. All right. So my next one, I'm going to do this. So this is one of our hot listings here. And here you can put a button under it because this link on here isn't clickable. On my actual one, it is. I just didn't do it for here. But you can drop and drag this button. You can type whatever you want if it lets me. You can put click. Oh, if I spell it right. Click here. And cool thing, you can change the color of this button. So let's scroll here. I can put in my color. You can change it green, whatever color you want. FFD5. So obviously mine's pink. You can change that, make it say whatever you want. The text color you can change. So if you don't want that, you wanted a different color, whatever you want, you can change it. It's kind of a lot like BombBomb, Stacy, how you drop and drag everything.
I was totally thinking that this is just a
Yeah.
box.
Yep, it's just like BombBomb. So that's pretty cool. So let's go here.
You can also put a URL in there. So when they
Yep.
click here, the whole picture, it doesn't matter where they click on the whole picture, you can, for your listing, because you have click there, but you don't have a workable button, you can put
Yeah,
your
right here is
URL.
where you drop the URL. So you would just copy and paste it from your kvCore site of where that listing is. There's in the right hand, there's a little copy code, and that's where you'll put that URL. So yes, when they do click there, that will pull up all the information on that property. You're absolutely correct. All right, let's go back here, add my image down under there. I want that moved up here. So my next image is gonna be, so I did that. Let me insert this one. Put my divider. My mouse lets me. Put that there. Let me do my next image, which was at that. Put my divider, and then I'm gonna drop a YouTube video in here. My mouse will drag. It is not working for me. Delete that. There we go. All right. Finally. Now I'm gonna drop a video under that. I'm gonna go to YouTube to pull a video in so you can see how easy that is. Let me pause that, grab my link, do the copy, come back. So here's your video. Let me put this all back to the top. And that's gonna go right here, YouTube or Vimeo you can use. All right, and then she should populate right there. Let me move us back to the top. So in my little newsletter, I talk about the spring cleaning and avoiding new construction pitfalls. So in here, I like to have a little new listing, the spring cleaning decluttering. There, my mouse is not working with me. So let me add my content. I'm gonna do one more image down there. Browse for my images. And again, you can upload any image that you want. We'll put that in there. I forgot my divider, or did I move it? Nope. Take my little divider because it just separates it so they know you're on to the next little category. Perfect. And then you can send yourself one or you can preview it. So this is what it's going to look like when it gets emailed out. It's super nice, super cute when it gets emailed out. And then I always put it so I can have my email signature at the bottom of it. That'll be one of your options. When you go to send it, you can have your email signature on or off, whatever works best for you. And a nice little thing you can do too is when you're in the preview mode, you can highlight all of this, take it over to Follow Up Boss, create a template in Follow Up Boss, and then you can send the pretty emails out in Follow Up Boss. Yeah, Stacy. So that's another cool thing about this. And then you would just hit add template. I'm not going to save this because this is just a test to show you guys how simple it is. And then you would name your template. So every month or whenever you want to do it, you just pop in there, pull up your template if you go to do an email, and it's already done for you. All right. What kind of questions do we have? That was super short, sweet, just to show you how simple it is to make really nice emails. Melissa, did you have a question or are you overwhelmed?
That was too fast for me. Sorry. I was trying to catch up to you and see it. Now, maybe if after a while, if I keep watching it, I'll get used to it. But it was like, yeah, I could not do that. But I'll
So
get there. I'll get there. I promise.
can you back up? Because I think it's helpful sometimes if we see the whole workflow. So you kind of have planned out what your content's going to be, Carrie. You create these little blocks in Canva.
Yes.
Do you know the size of those or what Canva template you're using for those?
I just use email template in
Okay.
Canva. So whatever they give me, that's what I'm using.
Okay, so then you create it with the image and the text so that it matches your brand. And
Yeah.
like you kind of have that envisioned. I have to imagine you're creating all of that, you're uploading it to kvCore so that it can be as quick and easy as exactly what you did with just that drag and drop. And it is identical to Bomb Bomb.
Yes, it's identical. Yep. So that's what I do. I do it with my open houses too. Let me see if I can pull up my open house one so you can see what that looks like. Let's go to, let me just go to marketing. Let's do, just click on mass email so I don't gotta look. So this week's open house. Nope, that's not it. I lied. That is not the one I wanted to show. This one. So this is what my open house one looks like. So the subject is this weekend's full list of open houses. And again, the heading and everything, whatever Canva gives me, that's what I put in. So it's my branding, super simple. Click here to access the full list. This is an old link. I would have to update the link, so it probably won't work. But, oh, it does. Hey.
It should. If it's a search URL, it should always just keep the latest ones.
Okay, perfect. It did. So that's good. I always updated it because I didn't know. I was like, I'm just going to update it. So, and then it's all this weekend's open houses in the counties that I serve. And I just keep that one super simple. So that way, they don't get overwhelmed. And it's just like, oh, cool. Just a list of open houses. Perfect.
Is that a list in your kvCore?
Yes. Yep. So in the kvCore, I did a search. I did a squeeze page and I put my areas and I just wanted open houses. That's it. And so it populates it and then you copy that link.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Eva.
Okay, I was on late, sorry.
No, that's
So,
okay.
do you do these emails like once a month?
My monthly emails, yes. So the ones that I don't know if you caught any of what it looked like, but the ones that I did, my little magazine is called House. So those ones I do once a month.
Okay.
And it's usually just two things like spring cleaning tips or something like that. I'll pick two little categories and make in Canva 2 or 4 blocks about it, the 2 subjects. And I like to throw in what's it called? A new listing.
Okay. And is the new listing yours or you just pick a new listing in the area?
If
What
I
is
have a
it?
new listing, I use mine.
Yes.
If I don't, then I go through and pick a property that I like and put it in.
Okay. And you said you create those little blocks in the email template in Canva with images and text.
Yep. So in Canva, yep, I'll pull up the email templates. I really didn't care what the email template looked like because I knew I was going to redesign all of it anyways. But they do have some neat ones where you don't have to do as much work to them.
Okay, but those are the blocks, the
Yeah,
square.
those are the square blocks that I'm dropping in of the pictures.
Okay. And is this being recorded so I can
Yeah.
watch the beginning of it?
Yes.
Okay.
I know. I went super fast because it's easy for me and I know it and I do it so much and I forget that not everybody can think as quickly as me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm
All
kind
right.
of like Wendy on that where I just talk really fast and then you're like, what? You didn't get it?
Well, you're an expert on it now.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think I saw another hand. Where did that person go? Where was your hand? Anyone else?
Carrie, it was me, but you answered my
Oh.
question.
Perfect, Rachel. Hey, Herb, I'm glad you could join us. He's always in his car at this time.
Yes, and lots of traffic.
Yeah, that's not good. You focus on the road. Does anyone else have any other questions?
I have a question, but it's not related to what you're talking about.
That's okay.
I want to do a little, I don't know if I want the comic artist like you have, but how do you get like your picture or your logo in Snapchat or Instagram to get like a little icon so it can pop up? How
Yep.
do you-
So all of that, Canva. So
Really?
whatever I'm about to post, I throw it into Canva, put my little logo on it, and download that and post it.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of tiny moving steps that I do to
You,
brand
you have a little
everything.
cheat sheet.
Yes, there's like, and then it's so repetitive because I do it every day and I can do it on my phone. So it's easy. That way, if I'm like in my car and I'm like, oh, it's noon, I got to post, or oh, it's 7:30, I got to post on TikTok now. So
Okay.
if
Thank
there's
you.
an easier way to do it, I'll let you know. But for now, that's how I do it.
Okay.
Yes. Let me share my screen so you can see how it looks in Follow Up Boss when I send them out in there. I gotta move you guys out of the way. All right, you go away. Oh no, you go bigger. Oh, that just exited me out of everything. Good job there, genius. My Follow-Up Boss. It probably logged. Oh, it didn't log me out. Awesome. So I always send myself the test emails before I send them out in Follow Up Boss, so that way I know what it's going to look like. So there's my little home report. So this is what it looks like when they get their email. So there's my little block, my listing, and that's clickable. See, so you can click that and all that will come up. Oh, go back, please. Thank you. And then my little spring cleaning declutter tips, my new construction things, me, and my signature, my many tests of that. But that's what it looks like in Follow Up Boss. So it comes out really, really cute. Comes out very nice in the Follow Up Boss.
Let me see your signature again. That was pretty. Did
Yeah.
you do that on Canva too?
Yes. So I did that in Canva and I had a different one for my signature, but when Follow Up Boss started doing all of its whatever it was doing, I couldn't use my email signature anymore. It was like rejected and my emails were going to spam and all of that. So
Did
this
that
was,
have
yeah, this,
Y stamp? But I don't really like it anymore. I've seen so many prettier ones.
yeah. So this one right here is my original. But I had to not use that one because it wouldn't deliver in Follow Up Boss anymore. So this is my new one I just put really quick together with no links to it in my signature because my links, I guess, was what was causing in Follow Up Boss them to go to spam. So simple, no clickable links, done. And yeah, this one's right there in Canva. It's one of like the first few ones that pop up.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to chime in on that links being a problem because I've experienced that too. And from what I read about it, it's because if you have links going to multiple websites or multiple domains, then that causes a problem. So, like, the only links that I generally put in most emails or automatic emails or anything like that are going to be to one place, like
Right.
my
Like a
website.
Calendly or something to book a call.
Well, I don't even do that. I mean, you can have like, I think you can have like maybe one link, but like two different places. But I try and send everyone to my website. So that's, I think that helps.
Yeah,
Herb, are you saying in the website, or I'm sorry, at the website, the email signature itself or the entire body of the email, if there are multiple links, that's problematic?
Yeah, everything in the entire email, all the links, they need to go to the same place. So
Well,
like my email is herb@herbrim.com.
Mhm.
And so I send everyone to herbrim.com anything. It has to be a landing page in herbrim.com. There's another thing that you can do, and that's create like a in your domain settings, you can create something that's like mail.herbrim.com. And then you can forward that to another website.
That sounds very.
Or you can say like
I know that's a lot.
schedule.herbrim.com. And then you can forward that to your Calendly
You can
in your
also
domain
use
settings.
I have like a Beacons or a Linktree. You can probably
Yeah.
just send it there. And
I was gonna say I might put my stand store on there, but
yeah, exactly. And then they can see everything.
everything will pop up. Oh, hey, Manny, nice of you to pop on
Thank you, Carrie.
right at the end, coming in late. That's all
Oh
right.
my goodness, it's already over?
Yeah,
Yo,
you
listen,
missed it.
Carrie,
You
I
missed
can't
it all,
believe that.
Manny.
Yo, whatever. Yo, can you guys replay it for me, please?
Yeah, I'll put up the recording later for sure.
All right, thank you.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, Stacy, I found that in my email signature too, just having so many links. It was a problem with Follow Up Boss. It's not a problem in kvCore or Lofty though. I don't have an issue there.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can,
just wondering if it's also has something to do with, all these new restrictions or parameters that are being put on emails to kind of cut down on the BS that people are getting in their inbox. And so
Right.
there's a lot of, I was kind of shocked. So now I run everything through zero bounce if I get a list. So I have a list of agents, came right out of the multiple listing service. 26% of them bounced
Oh, wow.
according to zero bounce. So for me, it's like making sure we scrub the list before we put it in is helpful.
Right.
Because now we can only have, what is it? Herb probably knows, 1 per 1,000 is the threshold for bounce rate. Like it's insane.
Wow.
So there's just all these different parameters, and I wonder if that's what's complicating things. Like, so there's not a bunch of different links, but it raises the question, like with your newsletter there, like how many links can we really have in there? And based on the number of links, is that cutting down on deliverability?
Right. That's why in my newsletter, I just have the one link,
Yeah.
just the one,
Yeah.
and that's going to go to the property that I'm showcasing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's interesting because and if you want to know this, go here. And if you want to know this, go here. And if you want to know this, go here. So that's extremely helpful.
Well, one thing that I do on that is I create blog pages on my website for all those different topics.
Mhm.
So I send them to that. So they all wind up, all my things are pointing towards something on my website. And the beauty of it is I can see who clicks on what, and that creates now. So I have lots of links in my e-newsletter, and I use Constant Contact to send them out. And there's a setting in there so that you can, if people click articles or people click to schedule you or people click seller guides or buyer guides, it segments them. So then it adds them to another list that tells me these are the people most interested in my articles. These are the people most interested in listings. These are the people most interested in seller guides and seller information. And that way I can, it gives me tells me who I should be following up with next.
Yeah, Herb's Constant Contact setup that he has is legit. Like I'm like, fucking there I go. I'm gonna spend more money. Thanks, Herb.
Well, I mean, you could do that. You can totally do that in Lofty. You can do it with Follow Up Boss. You can do it with any of those. I mean, you don't have to use Constant Contact. I like Constant Contact because I think the deliverability rates are much higher with it.
I have really good rates in Lofty. My Lofties are getting open over my Follow Up Boss emails because everyone's in my Lofty and everyone's in my Follow Up Boss. And I have them all on plans because I want to see where they're getting open the most at. And in Lofty, they're getting opened more.
I love hearing that because, I'm kind of doing the same. I have Follow Up Boss and I have Lofty, and I kind of put some on Lofty, put some on Follow Up Boss, and kind of see what's happening. So I'm interested to hear that you're seeing better open rates with Lofty.
Yeah. And to one up it, a lot of my kvCore emails though go to spam or end up undelivered or bounced. So I had like the worst with kvCore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, and it
this.
might just be the back end service that's sending it out and who they use and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Can you show where you're seeing those analytics in kvCore?
Oh, I haven't looked at mine in forever in kvCore. Let's share. We'll go to move us out the way.
Show us the way.
Now, so your analytics.
This is Lofty, right?
This is kvCore.
Oh, I should have known that.
Yes, this is kvCore. Let me see. Yeah, I stopped using kvCore.
Why?
Their email is not very, their mass email doesn't give very much analytics. So you don't really know who's opening and
I
things
know
like that.
there's a way you have to go to, let me go to my marketing real quick and let me go to my.
Does it show you the open rate by the templates?
That's what I'm going. I'm going to my templates. It just shows number of contacts. Now, I used to pay for the paid version of kvCore, and it showed me a lot more. But now I'm under EXPs, and it doesn't show me as much anymore. So, and I think that was one of the things that I didn't like either.
And I'll tell you one other thing since we're on the topic of emails is like I'm a subscriber for Keeping Current Matters.
Me too.
And one thing that I've noticed is, you know how they have some great articles and that kind of stuff. You never ever want to copy and paste their articles.
Right.
You need to run it through ChatGPT to rewrite it for you, because what the spam filters do today is, there's a million real estate agents sending out garbage to all kinds of people who don't want to see it. And so when you use that same content, it's already flagged as spam.
Right.
And then now you're flagged as spam.
That's interesting. What about the blogs? I copy and paste the blogs.
Nope. Eva, what you want to do, take that, copy that blog, put it into ChatGPT and tell it to rewrite it, including your area that you're in. So tell it to specifically talk about whatever, blah, 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 city or whatever. So that way it's going to add in, Florida. Are you in Florida, I think, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so whatever city you're in, it's going to start populating that in there and talking about that. But the blunt of it would still be basically the same, but it changes it enough to where you don't get flagged and now you're doing your SEO and everything.
Okay, so you copy the whole thing in there.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to add a step. So I learned this last week. And yes to all of the things. And then the next step is to run your ChatGPT text through Zero GPT. I think it's Zero GPT or nogpt.com. And then what it'll do is it'll tell you how much of that looks AI generated for SEO purposes, so that you can rewrite certain parts of that to get that percentage as low as possible. So sometimes it's just some phrases. It's not completely rewriting it. So let ChatGPT give you the structure for it, organize your ideas, and like Carrie said, put in great keywords and stuff. But then you want to run it through something that's going to tell you what phrases are most likely AI generated. Of course, all of it's AI generated, but as far as, really helping with your SEO. So I learned that from my SEO engineer last week. And I was like, that kind of makes sense, because they don't want a bunch of, ChatGPT. They want human generated content.
Right.
So as much of those phrases and some of that stuff that chat's using all the time, if we can pull that out and you can put some of how you talk or how you express yourself, it'll increase the odds of that making impact SEO wise on your website.
Yes. And when I throw everything into Chat GPT, I tell it to write it in a human-like tone. So you just give it that guidance and direction, and it takes it a couple times, but it generates some good stuff. Yeah. Perfect, perfect. We are right at the top of the hour. Does anyone have any other questions before we get off and jump on Herb's mastermind?
I have one question.
Yes.
Stacy, what was the name of the website that you were running Chat GPT through?
I just pasted it in chat for you.
Okay, thanks.
Real quick, and she's like, "We're ready to go," and I'm like, "Wait, let me type it."
I'm like, perfect. All right, we gotta go, y'all. Yeah, so that's in the chat. I'll let everyone grab that before we get out. And any other questions? No? All right. Well, I will see you, Herb, in a minute. And thanks, everyone. And there won't be a call next Thursday because I will be in surgery. So the following Thursday.
Carrie, where did you make your AI avatar?
So I like my little logo up here.
Uh-huh.
I had that done on Fiverr. Or Etsy.
Oh, okay.
Fiverr or Etsy. One of them I had it done on.
Somebody creates it for you.
Yeah, it was like 25 bucks.
Etsy does it. Yes.
Yeah, for like 25 bucks.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, all right.
Surgery.
Thank you. All right, bye guys.
Thank you.